Hello, good morning, and welcome to this beautiful segment, the most interesting part of the dawn train that we have here this morning. Once again, my name is Ugochinyere Ijeoma, and on Thursdays like this, we attend to health issues, and today, just as last week or before last, we're taking a look at HIV. Yes, we'll take a whole lot about the HIV Self Test, because if that this first step to controlling the epidemic. It is the first step to prevention, first step to treatment, first step to everything is testing. So you need to test yourself, you need to know your status, and you don't have to, if you're scared, if you're ashamed, if you're worried this time around, you can do it at the comfort of your home. Now the ball is in your court. Madam, the biggest question most people ask us is, where do we get this? And how much does it cost? Which facilities can they have access to it? So, HIV self-test, how easy, how friendly, how usable is it?
All right, thank you very much, Gogo. Last time we were here, well, for the sake of those that are joining today, my name is Ugochinyere Ijeoma-Johnson. I'm the STAR project team lead for the hospital for the state in Rivers, for Jhpiego, and Jhpiego is a non-profitable organization, an affiliate of Johns Hopkins University, Baltimore, Maryland. And people keep asking, what's the Jhpiego? Jhpiego is an acronym. Jhpiego means Johns Hopkins Program for International and Education in Gynecology and Obstetrics, that's Jhpiego. But we have the acronym for short, Jhpiego. And then we have our president as CEO, that's Dr. Makulso, Leslie Makulso. And we have Jhpiego implements across 155 countries in the world. It's a global organization, and which Nigeria happens to be one of the countries. And we also have our country director, Dr. Adetiloye Oniri. And then Jhpiego has about over 9 or 10 projects across the 36 states in Nigeria, which a STAR project happens to be one of them. And we have our project director, Dr. Victor Adepoju, is in the country office in Abuja. So we have Jhpiego has few offices across the implementing states. So for Rivers here, we have a project on the STAR project, that's Self-Testing Africa, that's why we are here, talk about HIV self-testing. So HIV self-testing is a project that has been designed in such a way that we'll be able to create an enabling environment for the implementation of HIV self-testing in Nigeria. And again, another objective of the project is to also bring in the adoption of HIV self-testing in Nigeria, and also in such a way that there will be a utilization of the self-testing with the sustainability access. Okay, so that's what we have in 3 streams: facility approach, community, and the private sector. But that has been the phase we are now is on the private sector, where we have our partners, the community pharmacies across the implementing state, even here in Rivers, so that people will have access to HIV self-testing. They can do the test at home, just as the question you asked. Yes, because of some undeserved populations, and at the same time, there's a target group that doesn't have the access to go to facilities to do HIV testing. So that's where the approach for self-testing comes in, that an individual can get the kits, then go to your home, in the comfort of your home, and conduct the test at your own convenient time. You have your privacy, and you also have to report your result, because the test is a screening test and not diagnostic. So whatever the result is, you also have another programs they are follow up here. So whether it's reactive or non-reactive, also have other services that we offer. So for your questions, we have 3 test kits here. We have the oral base for those that are afraid of finger prick. Some are just like myself. I can remember when I go to the hospital to collect my blood sample. Usually we keep fighting because I have that fear. So for people like me that are afraid of needle prick, so you can go with the oral quick. So the oral quick here also have the 2 blood-based, the INSTI here. I also have the mylar. So these are the blood-based where you have to prick your finger, but the oral you make sure that for the oral you don't eat 30 minutes. You don't conduct it if you've just finished eating by 30 minutes. No, you have to, if you've eaten, even if it's sweet or chewing gum, whatever thing you've taken in your mouth, you have to wait 30 minutes after before you conduct the test. And while conducting the test, you have to ensure that you do conduct it on a flat surface where you have to set, because the way you can see the way it's being packed, everything you need to conduct the test is here, is in both the alcohol, both the testing pad, the buffer and everything is here, and also the testing device, the stand. So you bring it out, and then should I demonstrate? All right, okay. So you ensure that you carry out the procedures, and also there's another leaflet in there for the manufacturer's instructions. So we always advise the individual, the clients, to ensure that you follow the manufacturer's instruction and also the timing to get the accurate result. And whatever the result is, if it's reactive, if it's reactive, you have to follow on test where the person will be referred to a health facility and will be conducted by a HIV trained provider at the facility with the conventional HTS of the terminal Jhpiego to confirm before the client is being enrolled in care, because this test kit has a very high specificity and sensitivity. It could pick other things, so we don't enroll a client with this first line, with this test kit. No, it has to conduct other confirmatory tests to ensure that the client is actually positive. That's why we tell them whatever result it is, we reactive or non-reactive, we have services too. And it's also non-reactive, and the person has been exposed, or depending on their lifestyle, also have a pre-exposure prophylaxis. That's PrEP services that also offered to the client. So you can see why the project is being implemented in Nigeria to give everybody the access to conduct the test. And for the blood.
Sorry, madam, before you go ahead, somebody who might want to ask, what do you mean by reactive and non-reactive?
Okay, reactive is when the person, you don't say that a client is positive with HIV self testing. You can only be reactive, meaning that the antibody have reacted to it. So there should be a further investigations, lab investigation, to actually confirm if the person is positive. So that is when that confirmatory test is being done by conventional HTA using the national algorithm to be able to now confirm that the person is positive.
During the demonstration, show them more.
Okay, so you were talking about the
for the blood-based, both the INSTI and the mylar, you have to ensure that first of all the approaches and also the steps are also there written, clearly written. So the client has to ensure that you rub your palm very well. You rub your palm, make sure your palm is warm for the blood circulation. Then the finger you want to use, you rub it very close and so that you pull the blood towards that area. Then, and one good thing about the kit, it has a retractive lancet that once you pierce and ensure that it pops sound. When you get that pop sound, meaning that the lancet has actually gotten to the blood vessel, and you now pick it. For the INSTI, is very, a lot of people prefer this INSTI because the device, once you have 2 bottles, the red bottle and the blue bottle. So one the bottle is for the blood sample, you allow a free flow of blood in the blood in the bottle with the red cap. Then you don't shake it this way, you turn it this way, you turn 4 times this way, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you pour it into the device, as a device there. Then you allow it to dry. Then the blue bottle, you turn it also 4 times and you pour it. Within 1 minute, once the specimen is dry, you see the result comes up.
So in this case, how do we know which one is reactive and which one is not reactive? What are the indicators? Okay,
the indicators is we have the test strip has a control line and a test line. Okay. So once you have just one, for instance, if there's a dot on the control line, and on the test line is blank, that means the person is not reacting. The same thing here. There's the two lines. So if you have a one line on the control, that means the person is not reacting. But if there's the two lines for the oral, there's two lines both at the control and the test line, that means the person is reacting. And the same thing here, if there's two dots on the control and the test, that means the person is reacting. But if there's nothing at all, that means it is invalid. So there should be a repeat.
A repeat of the test.
Yeah.
Okay, MacMoses, you will do the demonstration for us, how we start with the oral. I hope you're doing this because you said 30 minutes before the test. You shouldn't have eaten anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not.
And let me select the table for you.
No, it's okay. The table is it's okay. You don't need a very big table so that at home they will not say, I don't have big table. This one
Yeah,
is okay.
because sometimes if you do it in your restroom,
You can do it anywhere. Yeah, you can do it anywhere. So, but before I do that, once again, I appreciate the River State government, and this is a courtesy of the River State government that we are doing this. And you too, Ugochinyere, thank you for the support you are giving to the HIV program. Now, let me stress the fact that in Nigeria, we have generally the vision of this country is that by 2030, at least 95% of everybody should know their status.
Okay, that is 95.
Yeah, so that's why with the vision we have vision 95, 95, 95. It was formerly 90, 90, 90.
Yeah.
So that has passed. Now we have moved to 95, 95, 95. First 95% of the general population of Nigeria should know their HIV status. Second 95 is that 95% of those that are positive, identified positive, should be placed on treatment.
Yeah.
So the third 95 is that 95% of those on treatment should have what we call viral suppression, so that they are not able to transmit to another person. So that's what we call say U equals to U. Undetectable equals to untransmittable. So that when you are placed on medication, you are virally suppressed, you cannot transmit to another person. So by so doing, you see that the HIV generation will phase out, and we have a generation free of HIV. Yeah,
Exactly.
So that's the vision.
Yeah, because we're going towards epidemic control.
Yeah, epidemic control. Very soon, those that have HIV that are getting old, they will old and die. Then the young ones should not have it. So that generation will pass away. So that's why the self-test kit is very important. And Nigeria is partnering with whosoever organization that will support. The government cannot do it all alone. So that's why you have Jhpiego. Jhpiego is in Nigeria and is supporting, is a lead partner in as much as HIV Self Test is concerned.
Yeah.
They are supporting. I actually just returned from a meeting, the South meeting that was organized at Uyo, and Jhpiego was actually there. They are in the country pushing for self-test. Now, again, this self-test kit is not for those that are already positive.
Exactly.
If you're HIV positive, don't go and carry our test and say, I want to check whether it has changed. No. The HIV test kit is for those that have not known their status.
Yeah.
And we prioritize, for now in the state, we have so much priority for pregnant women. Take it. When you come to the facility, you can even take it to test if you're positive, pregnant, we can give it to you so that you go and test your child at home. Yes. And test your husband or your partners at home. So you can come, if you're positive, you can come to the facility and we can give you the test kit. You give it to you go and test your children or your partner and those are with you at home. Then we also prioritize the key population are those who call that the MSM, men that have sex with men, female sex worker, and those that inject drugs, PEWI. So we prioritize it, yes, in their hideout, please, you can get this self-test kit. It's available in our facility. Now, concerning the demonstration, if you look at, there is paper, step 1 till the end, step 1 to step 11, it is there in Pidgin and it's also there in English. If you cannot read English, it's also pictorial. Yeah. So if you cannot read, you also see the picture. So you open it, the first step, you see the picture, stage 1. That is for English. This is for maybe with time we'll do that. Maybe with time we'll do the one for what's your language? Calabar, you know.
We'll start with the bonus.
The program have really gone far also to
Yeah.
make sure we have icing materials that is also distributed across, translated with Hausa, Yoruba, Pidgin, and English. So it's across all the facilities, so people can go there and pick it up.
Yes.
And,
I'm just coming from Lagos from a program organized by HIVST.
Yes.
You know, and we're talking about the young adults and women. You understand, basically.
The new age.
Adolescents, young and adults and women.
Yeah.
And the focus is we're talking about generation negative.
Yeah.
As Gen N, you know, trying to make sure that the new
An
generation.
HIV-free generation.
An HIV-free generation.
Yes.
You know, so I think what you and it's all and this is
It's
an integral part
exactly.
of it, hiding into it. So continue with your
Okay, so
demonstration.
if you look at the first one, you have your time. You have your time where you look at this because we say
You have to time yourself.
yes, just 2 minutes. What's your this in there?
It's 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Just
For
20
oral-
minutes
for oral test.
Yes.
Just 20 minutes. But instinct within 1
Minute.
minute it gives you the result. So you need to do a time. If it has stayed so long beyond, you can't keep it for 1 hour and come and check. We don't look at that result.
So
So
the result
20
will not be
minutes, yes.
accurate.
So you look at your time before you start, and they will tell you there are 2. This is the pack inside. You can see in the picture, it say put the stand on the ground. Make you keep am for ground for tape to keep am. See the stand. You look at the next one. Tear test kit. 2 pouches inside. These are the
pouches.
Pouches. So this is the first one. You tear this. When you tear it open, you see a liquid.
That's the buffer.
This is the buffer. This thing, no drink am o, no be alcohol. Even if they smell like alcohol, no drink am. E no be for drinking. You tear am like this. You keep am inside. You see the hole wey dey there. You put am. E don stand. You tear the second one. You tear the second one, and when you wan tear am, you go see where they say make you tear. See where you. Why we say make you tear there, so that your hand e no go touch. You get where your hand no go touch. That mouth, you know, no use your mouth, just use hand. The arrow dey there where you go tear am, so you go just cut am there. As you tear am, you put hand for the head there. You hold am for the head. Make your hand no touch this mouth here. This one now na for your mouth. Your hand go dey here. If you look am, you go see 2 lines as you don talk before. 1 and 2. 1 is control. 1 is the test. If 2 lines appear, 1, 2, it means say you react.
You react.
You react. If na only 1, it means say you no react. If line no dey at all, it means say it may be no good or you no do am well. Then you go come rub am like this for your as you comot am, put am up, down. E get 2 face now. The first one for up, the other one for down. Like this. You rub am up, you turn am for down. You don finish. Then you open the buffer. You open am, then carry am put inside. You don close work. You as you put am, you dey look your time. As e reach 20 minutes, before 20 minutes you go see am this thing here. Na this one na demonstration I dey do, make I keep am first myself. Na only me go see my result. I no wan make you yalla see my result. So you put am like this. Within 20 minutes, you go look am. Before we comot here, the result don show. So
you know, so it's a very easy way.
Very easy.
You can
very easy.
And then you know whether you are reactive or not.
Yes.
And then from there, what's the next step? You know,
okay, so sorry, before this prick, so those wey dey fear needle, the way they do this thing, it is painless. E no dey pain, e no be like they carry needle prick. You no go even know say you don chook, you just carry am put for your hand like this, him go do am prick. And as him do am, the needle go inside. So the needle no go fit injure person again. So it's very simple. If you tear this one too, if you tear this one, now you go do this one.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, okay. Well, as the way they do this one, you go they talk, madam, tell them where and where are these kits available.
Yeah. So I know, as thank you very much, my colleague. You've really done a very good job on this. So I know the question will be, where can I get these kits? Where I go fit collect the kits? That be the question. Where I go get them? So the kits are available at the facility, which is a hospital. Any government hospital, you go see them there. For Rivers, any government where you go for Rivers,
Anywhere where they do
anywhere with HIV, you go for any hospital. If you go BMH for Uniport, for Obio Cottage, any hospital will be for Rivers.
Health center,
even for your community,
center.
Go Kana Hospital, General Hospital, Iberabo. If you're living around all across the facilities, even a health center, you go get them. Then for also, you know, say some people when they stay for facility for inside village, or some day we know that there are some people where time, because of time, they don't feel go hospital. You know, there are some people, especially men, you know, say men, sorry, say me I dey in between men. I dey for middle, I get man for my front, my left and my right. But men, no say men nature, they don't believe that they sick. You see man go say no, I don't fall sick. One man tell me say they never get malaria for over 3 years. And they look, I'm not be Nigeria where the way mosquito they bite to of all of us. So no problem. If you say no men, because of their ego, they don't like to go to hospital. And some men, they use their wife test. Their wife test results, they confirm their own. When they go, women will always go to hospital. When they go for antenatal, they will carry out all these tests. When the husband ask her rather, what's your risk? He say negative, HIV negative. That means me too. I negative. Meanwhile, the man get one shori cocoa somewhere. He get side cheek, you get left cheek, right cheek. So these are the things that.
What of him and the woman will get
no wahala, which other one? That's why we said both partners should know their status. And in some areas, for those who are reactive, they had this disclosure issue, fear, especially women, fear to disclose their results, their status to their spouse, because they don't believe say woman for Nigeria and contest to Africa. They don't believe say now man they bring disease. They say now woman they bring sickness. So are we there in order to now avoid that home having scattered marriage, because the project has come for everybody, you know, their status. Just as my colleagues say that everybody living with HIV should know, 95% should know their status. So we're able to reduce the incident rates. So let's also be managing the prevalent rates in the country. Okay, so at that point we have a secondary distribution. There are these two types of distribution. The primary distribution, when the person goes to the hospital and say, I want to collect it, I want to test for myself. Then, just as my colleague mentioned, some pregnant women, or some people on care can pick for their partner. That's secondary distribution. Then for those that are very, very busy, like bankers, there are some men that both businessmen that they can't even go to hospital. You can go to pharmacy and the chemist, PMVs in your area to pick the kit. The kits are available. The oral is there, the blood base is there, whichever one you want to pick. So Jhpiego have really, really gone far, because looking at the way the project is being designed to ensure that every population have access to know their HIV status. So in your community, apart from the hospital, you also have the private center, which is the community pharmacy, because we actually have collaboration with the Association of Community Pharmacists in Nigeria, the PSM, Housing Company of Nigeria, Association of the Center of Nigeria. We actually done that with collaboration with NACA and all that. So it's something that we are in partnership across all the stakeholders. We are all carried along. So across the pharmacy, you also pick the kit. We have a free phase, but now it is no longer free at the pharmacy. We have been doing it for over 18 months now. That has been free across the pharmacy, but now from this August 1st, we started paying a token of 500 naira. Okay. Because if you go to there are some places you can get it 2,000 naira, 2,005. But we have our engaged pharmacy where in the state you can go and pick. We have about 22 pharmacies across Obia, even in Bonny. So those in Bonny too, we have to consider them. You know, we have a NAMCare pharmacy in Bonny. You can go there, you can pick up the kit at 500 naira, conduct the test. Then in Obiakpo here, in River State in Faga, we have a facility, chemist, and also the pharmacy where you can pick up the kit at 500 naira and conduct your test.
Okay, so
you've heard, we don't have all the time, but unfortunately, this program is timed. By 9:30, we'll be out of here. So if you have questions to ask, the number to call will be on your screen is 081 40 40 1127. You can call that number now that they are here to ask your question. Don't ask me when they are not the next one. So you can call now that they're here and ask your questions, or you can go to the hospital if you want to know more, to the health facilities if you want to have more information about the HIV Self Test kit. Okay, madam, you were saying something.
Okay, yeah. For those that we also have a voucher for in such a way that those are very good in internet and tech. Technology has taken a whole lot, so we have to consider that area too. You can also you can also make your online order. Yeah, we have steps too. You can make your online order. I don't know maybe you have to send the link at maybe next time we'll get the link where you click.
You click and then you can
yes, so we will answer because we also have a risk assessment questions that they could ask you. Once you fill in those things online, then you have the display of pharmacies where you can pick up your. So you look at the one that is closer to you, then you can now place your order online. So you can see even the comfort of your home, you can through online generate your voucher and also get order for the kit from the pharmacy. Then while you can also go to the pharmacy and pick up. I also have mobilizers in the community too that go around with their voucher, so you can as well get. So that is what I want to mention.
Okay, let me add to that. The self-test kit, I repeat again, this self-test kit now that is giving us for 500 naira. The true value of it, before now, this self-test was being sold, it's over 2,500, 3,000 naira.
Exactly.
So 3,000 naira, 2,500. This test kit is subsidized.
Yes.
Someone is paying for it.
Exactly.
It's being paid for it. So it's not actually 500 naira. Now there was a free phase where it was free. We were sharing, distributing everywhere. But right now, because of sustainability, so it's now 500 naira. It will move from 500 naira again to 700, 750, and move again upwards. So this is a time, utilize this time, and that is at the pharmacy. I told us the last meeting we went to, initially in University we were having 20-something pharmacies, but right now we have been mandated to enlarge it more, 50.
Exactly.
50 pharmacies and patent medicine shop dealers will be part of them to distribute this test.
I think as a caller, let me take the call.
Okay.
Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning. Oh, we just lost that caller. Please, we have just about 3 more minutes here, so you can just send, you can make a call and ask your questions as soon as possible. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, can you hear me? Yeah, good morning. Yes, what's your question, please? You say what? It's not malaria. We're not talking about malaria. We're talking about HIV Self Test kit, sir.
Okay, so you can, if you want to do malaria test, you can get to the facility, get to any of our health centers. Even though you have to pay for it, but for HIV test, it's actually free. So you can do it in any of our facility. For further information, River State Agency for the Control of AIDS, that is the work, what is meant for, to control HIV/AIDS. We are there. Get to River State Agency for the Control of AIDS. Ask of Dr. MacMoses, any other staff, they will be able to give you adequate information. We also have SASCAP in the Ministry of Health. There is an HIV unit in the Ministry of Health, SASCAP. So this, we are available. We are here to help you out. This self-test kit does not replace the conventional HIV test kits that we have. This one cannot declare somebody positive.
No, that's everything.
Just like you cannot say on your own and declare this person is a criminal. The person is a suspect until the court give a verdict before you can say this person is a armed robber. He's still a suspect. So this test kit is it's a suspect. It will just show you so that you now know where to go and do confirmation.
Yes.
So it's important, if you test yourself, please, you need to get back to us. Oh, my test was reactive. My test is this, and we tell you what next to do. Drugs are available free of charge. And I can assure you the drugs we have now is just as simple as paracetamol. If you take it within 3 months, you will be HIV virally suppressed. Yes. You go and check, no more in your system. They will say it's not detectable, but it is there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we just have 1 more minute. That is about 9:27 now. So it's 9:28. Oh, 9:28 already. We should be leaving. Hello, good morning.
So my result is out.
Yeah.
My result is ready.
Yeah. Yeah, good morning. Okay, go ahead, sir. Okay, Elder, go ahead. You say what? Very clear with the last statement. Okay, thank you so much. All right,
thank you.
All right, sir. Okay, I think that's the best we can do right now. Our time is up. Thank you so much for coming around. Thank you for coming around, sir.
Thank you.
We will next Thursday we will be here again for another program.
I am packing the.
It might be HIV, it might be another health issue.
Yeah.
But we'll be here on
next week Thursday.
Yeah. Stay tuned. More programs coming to you from RSTV. Bye bye for now.